In an era where agriculture is increasingly focused on sustainability and environmental friendliness, many farmers in Southeast Asia have explored and adopted closed-loop farming models, where all waste is reusable, and value is created from what might seem like discards. So, what kind of model is this? Let's dive in and explore. Earthworms, scientifically known as Icenia fetida, are gentle creatures living beneath the soil's humus layer, with an exceptional ability to decompose organic matter. They reproduce quickly, are easy to raise, and produce vermicompost, a nutrient-rich organic fertilizer packed with nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and beneficial microorganisms. This clean manure is highly sought after by organic farms worldwide. In Southeast Asia, the market price for vermicompost ranges from $120 to $250 per ton, depending on its purity, moisture content, and brand. Meanwhile, fresh earthworms are sold at $2 to $5 per kilogram, commonly purchased by free-range poultry farms, fish farms, and even bird enthusiasts as a protein-rich feed source. Meanwhile, rabbits are also easy to raise animals with rapid reproduction rates and minimal care requirements. A female rabbit can produce 6 to 8 litters per year, with each litter averaging 6 to 8 kits. They feed on grass, green vegetables, and pelleted feed, thriving well in the hot and humid climate of Southeast Asia. However, a key factor that makes rabbits particularly favored in this model is their manure, which is ideal for earthworms. Unlike chicken or pig manure, which contains high levels of ammonia and requires pre-treatment, rabbit manure is dry, loose, and nearly odorless, making it suitable for direct use in earthworm beds after a short composting period. To successfully implement this model, farmers should focus on selecting healthy rabbit breeds, such as New Zealand white or French hybrids, avoid using antibiotics to protect the earthworms, maintain a stable environment for worm cultivation, prevent manure from overheating during fermentation, and start on a small scale to gain experience before expanding. So, how can this model be developed most effectively? The rabbit farming manure collection earthworm raising model operates as a closed-loop biological cycle. Rabbits are raised in elevated cages with slatted or mesh floors, with trays placed underneath to collect dry, clean, odor-free manure that's easy to gather. Each morning, the manure is collected and taken to the worm cultivation area, where it is composted for 2-3 days with straw, sawdust, or rice husks to balance moisture and temperature, turning it into a digestible meal for the earthworms. Earthworms are raised in long soil beds or foam boxes, with humidity maintained at 65-75%. Each 1 square meter bed can produce 25-50 kilograms of vermicompost per month, equivalent to $3-6 USD in value, not including the value of the worms themselves. After about 45-60 days, farmers can harvest vermicompost for crop fertilization, fresh worms as feed for poultry or fish, or for commercial sale, along with worm eggs for breeding. Did you know, each adult rabbit can produce 50-100 g of manure daily? With a farm of 100 rabbits, farmers can collect 5-10 kilograms of manure per day, sufficient to sustain a small-scale worm cultivation area of 15-20 square meters. The standout feature is that this entire process generates no waste. On the contrary, rabbit manure becomes a valuable resource. This allows farmers to earn income not only from rabbit meat, priced at $4.7 kg, with one adult rabbit yielding about $8.14, but also from vermicompost and fresh earthworms. Thus, with just a small-scale operation, 100 rabbits and 20 square meters of warm beds, farmers can generate a monthly income of $300–500, a significant amount in rural Southeast Asia. With a year-round hot and humid climate, abundant and affordable auxiliary materials, and growing demand for organic products, Southeast Asia is truly an ideal region for this model.
Every year, billions of rabbits are raised on farms around the world for meat and fur. Due to high demand, rabbits are transported in large numbers from farm to farm or from breeding to processing plants every day. So do you know how people can transport millions of rabbits easily and quickly? In today's video, let's explore with us. Airplanes are the fastest means of transport in the world, so they are one of the most popular means of transport for pets. Due to their small size and ability to move quickly, rabbits are placed in plastic boxes or iron cages before boarding the plane to ensure safety during transportation. Rabbit boxes must comply with regulations and must have enough oxygen and maintain a stable temperature during transportation. Normally, transporting live animals by plane requires very strict regulations. A health certificate from a veterinary facility and a vaccination certificate are required. Therefore, if you want to transport pets or any animal, you should prepare the necessary procedures. Rabbits are also transported by truck or car to long-distance areas. However, transporters need to follow certain rules when transporting pets to ensure their health and safety. If transporting when moving from one area to another, rabbits that meet health or vaccination requirements can be transported, because the process of transporting livestock is also one of the causes of spreading diseases. For commercial rabbit farms, transportation is mainly done by specialized trucks. Thousands of rabbits harvested from the farm will be transported to the processing plant in large livestock transport trucks. Each plastic cage can hold about 5 rabbits, then each cage is stacked on the truck to save space. The way to transport rabbits is also quite similar to other poultry. Moreover, the transport trucks are specially designed to help the animals be most comfortable and reduce stress. At the processing plant, each rabbit is unloaded from the truck and begins a processing line. Here the world's largest meat processing plant will be built with a large capacity. In fact, the lines will be designed tightly and according to processing requirements. In particular, they are manufactured according to the standard's current hygiene regulations and compliance with the Animal Welfare Act. The rabbits are slaughtered in a humane and painless manner that does not affect the quality of the meat. Just like other slaughtered animals, all rabbits are then put on a hanging rack and turn the body over. During this stage, the rabbits will be skinned, then they will be washed several times and the organs removed. After removing the internal organs, the rabbit's body is slowly and carefully cut into many small parts. And finally, it is packaged and stored at cold temperatures to deliver to consumers. It's really not difficult to slaughter and process rabbits, right? The most expensive part is probably the rabbit's thigh bone, so this part is sold on the market at a fairly high price. In addition, other parts of the rabbit such as ribs, rabbit ears, lean meat, and fatty meat from rabbits are also products used to make many delicious and high-class dishes. Some typical dishes from rabbits are stir-fried rabbit meat, steamed rabbit meat with lemon leaves, salt-roasted rabbit meat, and many more. A rabbit leg can provide 30% of the daily omega-3 requirement, 3 times higher than other meats, and has almost no cholesterol. Therefore, rabbit meat will be an effective solution to prevent cardiovascular diseases. In addition, the abundant vitamin B groups, B1, B2, B6, B12, in it will protect the nervous system and help muscles develop well, beneficial for the cell regeneration process. Did you know? Rabbit fur is also the main raw material to create valuable products such as shoes, clothes, fur hats, etc. This is considered a rare and high-end item on the market. Once the processing machine has enough rabbit fur, they will sell it to large fashion factories or people who love handmade clothing. The products from these little rabbits are amazing. Right? So how do farms raise rabbits to produce millions of tons of rabbit meat and fur? On rabbit farms, instead of raising them outdoors or in greenhouses, they choose to raise them in cages. Raising rabbits in cages does not allow for their natural behaviors such as digging, hiding and searching for food. However, rabbit farmers will provide everything they need here and do not affect their health. During the development process, rabbits are carefully cared for. They will be fed food such as hay or nutritious pellets so that the rabbits can grow quickly. Besides, they will also provide water for the rabbits every day using an automatic system. Rabbits are fast-growing animals with good reproductive ability. They reach slaughter weight after about 3 to 3.5 months. Each year, a female rabbit gives birth to 6 to 7 litters and produces 90 to 140 kilograms of rabbit meat per year, so rabbit farmers often gain high profits and expand their farms quickly.
Not chickens, not pigs, not cows or ducks. The thing that is helping thousands of Chinese farmers earn millions of dollars every year is a creature that makes many people shiver just by seeing it. And now, it is helping Chinese farmers earn millions of dollars every year. Have you ever heard of a centipede farm? If not, then watch the following video. It's all in this video, don't take your eyes off it. Centipedes are long-bodied, multi-legged, moving insect fast, poisonous, and often terrifying to many people. However, in some rural areas in China such as Hunan, Shandong, Guangdong, this creature is raised in hundreds of farms to make money. According to a report by CGTN, a single centipede farm in Guangxi province can harvest 2 to 3 tons of centipedes per year, equivalent to more than $500,000 in revenue. So the question is, what is this centipede used for that it sells for such a high price? The answer will surprise you. First, we must talk about the role of centipedes in traditional Chinese medicine. In Oriental medicine, dried centipedes are used to treat sciatica, hemiplegia, and people, arthritis, asthma, epilepsy, and are even considered valuable medicinal herbs in cancer treatment and blood tonics. The price of dried centipedes of the normal type ranges from $40 to $140 per kilogram, while large, long, shiny red and black ones can be sold for over $200 per kilogram, more expensive than many high-end meats. In addition, in southern provinces such as Guangdong, centipedes also appear on the menus of high-end restaurants. People fry centipedes until crispy, stir-fry them with Sichuan spicy style, grill them with spices or soak them in medicinal wine. Each adult centipede can be sold for $4 up to $12 and still sold out. Although it sounds strange, the Chinese rich consider this a nourishing, invigorating dish and are willing to spend money to experience it. But to earn such huge profits, centipede farmers must invest carefully and meticulously in every step. Unlike raising pigs or chickens, raising centipedes requires a special housing system, usually cement tanks or plastic boxes, about 50-70 centimeters high, with a layer of dry sand or coconut fiber to maintain humidity. The light must be dim, the temperature must be stable at 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, humidity must always be high. Centipede's food is protein-rich species such as earthworms, crickets, rice worms, termites, or fresh minced meat. However, the food source must be clean, chemical-free, and free of bacteria because just one batch of food contaminated with fungus can kill the entire colony of centipedes overnight. Regarding reproduction, the mother centipede can lay 30 to 60 eggs at a time. The eggs hatch after about 15 to 20 days, then the breeder will separate the colony, raise them gradually for 6 to 12 months and then they can be harvested. It looks scary, but after being dried properly, it becomes a golden commodity in the pharmaceutical and functional food industry in China as well as many Asian countries. The process of processing dried centipedes is strict. After harvesting, the centipedes are cleaned with salt water or ginger to remove toxins, then blanched in boiling water and dried at a stable temperature of 45 to 55 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 hours. The finished product is dried centipedes, which can be preserved for up to 2 years if packaged properly. With a selling price ranging from $40 to $200 kg, depending on the quality, dried centipedes not only bring a stable source of income to farmers but are also a rare commodity in Oriental medicine. With low investment costs, small area, and minimal labor, the centipede farming model is becoming a new agricultural fever in rural areas. Currently, China consumes about 1,000 tons of centipedes each year. It can be seen that, from a hated creature, centipedes are becoming the golden goose of Chinese farmers. The centipede farming model not only shows the bold innovation of modern agriculture, but also clearly demonstrates that, if we know how to exploit the potential properly, any creature, no matter how small, no matter how scary, can bring huge economic value. With just a different idea, determination, and deep enough knowledge, anyone can turn other people's fear into their own opportunity. Welcome to our channel, where we explore the strangest and most unique stories from around the world. And today, we will explore a topic that sounds quite creepy but is extremely interesting, that is scorpion farms in China. You heard right. Thousands, even millions of scorpions are being raised in closed farms in this country. But the curious thing is, what is China doing with them? And why can this creature that seems to only appear in horror movies become a gold mine to make money? In provinces such as Hunan, Anhui, Sichuan and Yunnan, peaceful rural areas in China, people are developing a unique agricultural model, commercial scorpion farming. In traditional Chinese medicine, scorpions have been used for thousands of years. According to Oriental medicine, scorpions are spicy, neutral, and enter the liver meridian, and have the effects of calming the nerves, detoxifying, relieving pain, and eliminating rheumatism. With high demand from Oriental medicine clinics, Chinese herbal medicine stores, and hospitals, the price of dried scorpions on the market can reach 3,000 yuan kg. It is not surprising that scorpions have become black gold for rural Chinese people. What has attracted special attention from scientists is scorpion venom, which was once considered a deadly weapon, but now has the potential to save lives. Many studies in China, the US, and Europe show that chlorotoxin in scorpion venom has the ability to recognize and attach to brain cancer cells without affecting healthy cells. Or some peptides in scorpion venom have antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects, opening up the possibility of creating a new generation of antibiotics. Current scorpion venom extraction technology can create high-value products, up to $10 million for 1 liter of pure venom. That's why many Chinese biotechnology and pharmaceutical companies are rushing to buy live scorpions for research and production. The most commonly farmed scorpion species today is Mesobuthus martensii, one of the native scorpions of China. This species has moderate venom, is easy to control, and has high medicinal value, making it very popular in the pharmaceutical industry. Breeders often buy scorpion seeds from large breeding farms, at a price of about 10–15 yuan each. Scorpions are dark-loving and photophobic, so the breeding area is often designed to be closed and dark, creating an environment similar to natural conditions. The ideal temperature for breeding scorpions is between 25–30 degrees Celsius, with humidity maintained at 70–85%. Their food includes crickets, cockroaches, mealworms and small insects, with a feeding schedule of 2–3 days. After each meal, the leftover food should be removed to avoid damaging the breeding environment. In terms of reproduction, scorpions usually lay 1-2 times per year, each time 30-50 young. After 6-8 months, scorpions can be harvested to sell alive, dried or extracted for venom for various purposes. During the harvesting process, long tweezers and specialized gloves must be used to ensure the safety of the breeder. Many households in China can earn millions of dollars each year from raising scorpions. However, this is not a job that everyone can do. Risks are always lurking around. Although scorpion venom is not fatal, it can cause swelling, convulsions, and anaphylactic shock if not handled promptly. Even an unusual drop in temperature can kill thousands of scorpions. Six, scorpion farms in China are a typical example of how humans turn a terrifying creature into an economic, medical, and even cultural resource. The tiny, venomous scorpions are now a valuable ingredient in cancer drugs, popular street food, or a way out of poverty for farmers. However, like any other biological industry, the development of scorpion farming needs to be accompanied by regulations, supervision, and ethics. Otherwise, the immediate benefits will quickly become long-term dangers to public health and the environment. So, in your opinion, are scorpions opening a new biological era for humanity? Or is this just a reckless gamble of an agriculture that is thirsty for profit? Leave your comments below to let us know.